guards in the league. Obviously, the most valuable player for 2024-25 in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, commonly known as SGA. And then, of course, the guy who took great offense to being labeled by players as the most overrated in the league, Tyrese Haliburton, who has done a fantastic job of leading his team to this point. So we got a great matchup here. Again, we have a matchup more so for basketball purists. It's my opinion, unfortunately, that this series is not going to get great ratings. I mean, we've seen other series between outstanding teams. If we go all the way back to 2005, we saw the Pistons and the Spurs, outstanding 7-game series, but it was one of the lowest rated finals ever. We go 2007, we saw the Spurs and the Cavs featuring a young LeBron James. You would have thought, that everybody would have tuned in to see LeBron, but not really the case because, well, as good as they were, the Spurs were really boring as a team to watch for the most part. And that was one of the lowest rated finals. So, I mean, we've had some bad ones. And unfortunately, a big part of that is, media market size. Okay, so Thunder versus Pacers. We kind of, we were in and out on this topic, with the last section. So let's get into it a little bit more. Obviously, we are set.
Made it worse. In and out of it a little bit now, but let's get into it a little bit more. Wait, whoa. Slow down, bro.
Okay. The NBA Finals are all set. We will further discuss the matchup here on the Format Podcast.
This was my journalist. There he is. There he is.
No. So we've got the Pacers. Obviously, we saw them finish off the Knicks last night, and we have the Oklahoma City Thunder, Western Conference champs. That's the team I did pick to come out of the West. In case anybody forgot, like to remind you people of that stuff. I will also remind you, I picked the Celtics to come out of the East, so 50%, right?
Womp, womp, womp.
Right. And if you want to know how I feel about that, just go back and check on the channel. Because
oh boy, man, y'all want to talk a fan crucifying his own team? Boy, he gave him that Action Jackson.
They deserved it. They deserved
well deserved.
Yes. But yeah, so we have two of the best young guards in the league. Obviously, the most valuable player for 2024-25 in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, commonly known as SGA. And then, of course, the guy who took great offense to being labeled by players as the most overrated in the league, Tyrese Haliburton, who has done a fantastic job of leading his team to this point. So we got a great matchup here. Again, we have a matchup more so for basketball purists. It's my opinion, unfortunately, that this series is not going to get great ratings. I mean, we've seen other series between outstanding teams. If we go all the way back to 2005, we saw the Pistons and the Spurs, outstanding 7-game series, but it was one of the lowest rated finals ever. We go 2007, we saw the Spurs and the Cavs featuring a young LeBron James. You would have thought, that everybody would have tuned in to see LeBron, but not really the case because, well, as good as they were, the Spurs were really boring as a team to watch for the most part. And that was one of the lowest rated finals. So, I mean, we've had some bad ones. And unfortunately, a big part of that is, media market size. People can say what they want to say, but at the end of the day, that stuff matters. We know, well, we don't know, but we can safely assume that the NBA would have loved to have the New York Knicks in the NBA Finals, right? We just finished talking, Transformer and I, about how a pair of courtside seats for a Game 7, had it gotten back to New York in the Eastern Conference Finals, would have went for $506,000. So that tells you right there. We know that New York is the largest media market, right? The biggest media market, New York and LA, obviously. But imagine what those TV ratings would have looked like if the Knicks had made the NBA Finals. It would have been through the roof. But now we have Indiana and OKC, two outstanding teams, two well-coached teams, two very deep teams, two teams that can get out and run on offense, two teams that can get out and defend. Offensively, these Thunder are one of the best teams in history in terms of point differential, in terms of scoring differential. Like they've got it all. We've now seen for 3 straight series what the Pacers can do if they get up and get it going. A very outstanding team in transition, a team that can defend, a team that has a Hall of Fame coach in Rick Carlisle, who's already a champion. Like, we've got all the ingredients for what should be a good finals. Again, I predicted the Thunder to win this thing 4-2, but still, I think all the games will be competitive. I don't think we'll see blowouts, but it's not going to have that factor in terms of, watching what would have been an example, Knicks and the Lakers, obviously Lakers and Celtics, or one of those types of matchups. It just isn't going to have that, but it's still going to be really good basketball. Transformer, man, where are you with this Thunder and Pacers series?
Well, first of all, congratulations to either team, right?
Absolutely.
Because either team, they're going to win. Pacers, this would be their first ever title if they were to win this finals. And for OKC, since they've been OKC, this would be their first title, but technically their second if they're counting the Seattle Supersonics title, I believe in 1979.
Yep, you got it.
But yeah, 1979. So shout out to both teams, man. Nobody expected the Pacers, so big ups to them. I mean, like you said, like you mentioned earlier, so gratefully put, they beat the Cavs, right? Yeah. Everybody had the Cavs in Boston in the conference finals, right? Came through, smashed the Cavs, smashed Milwaukee, you smashed New York, like you run them out of the building in Game 6, which is the second time that the Knicks have lost in the conference finals in a Game 6, which is what Reggie Miller did in 2000.
That's right.
When they were trying to go for their championship run back then. But you look at what the Pacers have done for a kid that just got called voted most overrated by basketball peers, and literally, man, showing his behind, bro, on that court, man. I mean, just playing unbelievable basketball, assisting the ball, scoring, stepping up in the big moments. You need a big shot, he's taking it. Right, and he's knocking it down. Of course, he had the choke, the choke for Reggie Miller. Even though it tied the game up, but still got him in the overtime, in which they eventually ended up winning that ball game.
Right.
So it saved him. He got saved in overtime.
Sure did.
But yeah, man, it's a big shout out to the Pacers. OKC, we're finally seeing experience with them, right? I think my biggest factor about them not making it to the finals is if they had to play like a Golden State or a Lakers team with experience. I thought that maybe they're still a little bit too immature for the big moment to get to the finals, but they've proven me otherwise, right? You have all defensive first team guy and Lou Dort on there. You got the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who is your MVP. And then you got Alex Caruso, man. I mean, he's balling. He's a menace. He's hustling. He's OKC's Josh Hart. Josh Hart is that hustler, that defender, that rebounder, can knock down a couple of big buckets if you need one. Initiating your fast breaks, that hustle gadget that you have. That's what OKC got. And then they got one hell of a bench. So to me, man, this is going to be a great finals from a basketball perspective, like you put earlier. Both teams are turnover hunters. They're both turnover hunters. They're the ones who are going to play those passing lanes, pick your pocket, and they're gone. They're shooting down the floor to try to get a fast break bucket. So it's going to be interesting to see if Carlisle is going to keep that pace like he did with the Knicks. I think he might have to slow it down a little bit because OKC can play at that pace, right? Like the Knicks can't, because they're more so going to be wore out by that fourth quarter, or that Game 5, Game 6. Those guys are wore out. OKC, they got guys that can come off the bench and can keep up with that pace and keep that rapid pace up. So it's going to be real interesting to see. I low-key want to say OKC in 5. I feel like this is OKC's moment, but I do like 6. I got OKC winning it, period. I think the Cinderella story for the Pacers is going to come to an end. I just think OKC's size, the MVP, the defensive player, I'm going to say defensive player of the year, but the all defensive first team defender and Lou Dort, I think they're going to put him on Tyrese Haliburton, and they're going to really, really make it tough. Reminiscent of Game 5, the way the Knicks tussled up Tyrese Haliburton. they got Lou Dort. That
got to make it tough on him. Yeah,
you got to make it tough on him. So I think they're going to do that. And
when
really,
Dort's not in the game, to your point, Caruso
shut down Jokic. Who is
that's right.
3-time MVP. Right, 3-time MVP, NBA champion. He guarded Jokic and made it tough on him. So
that's right.
Tyrese Haliburton, he's gonna have a lot on his plate when he has to go against those two guys in back-to-back action. Because I'm pretty sure coach like, Lou Dort, okay, off the bench, Caruso, go guard him. And it's gonna be tough, man.
No, those are all great points, Transformer. And much like the previous series, the only thing that kind of sucks for me is I would love to see more matchups of SGA and Haliburton going directly at one another. I know that's not how it works anymore, but I would like to see it. Not even for the whole
couple. You might get a couple possessions.
Can we get a little bit of that? You know, let's see some back and forth. Let's see these two outstanding guards. You know, go at it. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
No, Edward, you're 100% right, man, and that's why they don't do it. You're 100% right, no question about it. And that's why you put a guy who there's less of an offensive responsibility to be that defender on the opposing star. I totally get it. No argument.
Like you have an all defensive first team guy.
That's
I'm not
right.
going to have him guarding your two, right? Who is your two on the Indiana Pacers that I'm worried about? No, I'm not worried about your two. I meant like two guard.
Okay.
So I'm not worried about your two guard. I'm not worried about your three guard. I'm worried about Haliburton and I'm worried about Siakam.
Right.
Those are the two guys, right? Yeah. So
anybody else, they're going to have to beat me.
Everybody else, you got to show me something.
That's right.
Right? You got to have to show me something. But yeah, Lou Dort, I'm putting him immediately on Tyrese Haliburton. He's been on a heater. He's been playing unbelievable. Yeah. Definitely put Lou Dort on him. I'm talking full muscle. Like, hey, nope, you got him. Caruso. And Caruso, if Lou Dort and Caruso in the game at the same time, I can see Caruso going to play Siakam. I can see that.
I like it. That's a great matchup. That's a great matchup. So let's get you on wax here, Transformer. What do you have in your prediction for this series?
Man. KFC. OKC. Believe it may be. OKC in 5.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think they can get it done, man. I like this team. Shai. I keep calling him Shai. Shai has an aura now.
He does.
An aura. And I think this is his moment where when he held up that trophy for the conference finals, he's like, I'm going to get that freaking finals trophy. And I think this is going to be his moment. Like, I put my foot in whoever's coming out of the East now. Like, for Boston, it would have been a different story. Like, I think that would have been a great series. For the Cavs, I think it would have been a slightly different story. But I think he see the Pacers. He's like, we can put foots in them.
Yeah.
We could put foots in them. Yeah. I think they're going to try to get him out of there in 5.
Okay. Yeah. Well, what I'll say is, pick up sticks. No more Knicks. Don't give 2 squirts of monkey piss. Thunder in 6.
Pick up sticks. No more Knicks. I don't give 2 squirts of monkey piss. Thunder in 6.
Thunder in 6, man. Thunder in 6. That's what I got.
So you got to win. You got to win in Indiana. You got to take it in Indiana.
Yeah, I think Indiana is too good and too well coached not to get 2 games out of this series, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like it. I want to say 6, but I think OKC wants to win it in their stadium.
Okay.
They don't want to go in game 7. They don't want to do that. They don't want to risk that.
You never want that. I mean, the good thing is game 7 would be at home, but no, you never want to let it go that far because we know anything can happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think this is going to be a great finals, man. If OKC wins the championship from a team standpoint, they are better than 2012 OKC. But individually, I'll take KD, James Harden, and Westbrook. What are you asking?
I guess he's asking what we think about that. But let me say this, Edward. Okay. If you KD, all right, cool. KD is like 7 feet tall and freakish. All right. Westbrook is just a psycho competitor, maniacal athlete. Cool. But if we are gonna line up Harden and SGA, give me SGA all day.
Absolutely.
Harden don't defend. Like, again, nope. Give me SGA all day. I think SGA would destroy Harden.
Yep.
But But I do agree that from a team standpoint, they'll be better in 2012 OKC. But I understand what you're saying.
I mean, they'll be better for obvious reasons. They win the championship.
Right. They got the
win the title.
They closed it out. Yeah. They closed it out.
They did the big one. They won the big games.
Absolutely.
James Harden, I wouldn't put him in the category of anybody. Because the playoffs, man, he just turns into James.
Has to matter.
Just James hard.
Mhm.
Everything gets hard for him. Pause. Yeah, that was immediate. Wow.
Whoa.
The game gets tough for him. The game gets real tough for him when it comes to the playoffs.
James Harden.
Like James Harden. Like, whoa.
Oh,
Man,
no.
just reverse Uno card that one like that.
I don't know if you could save that one. That was pretty bad.
Boy, that was pretty bad. But individually,
okay.
Are you saying individually at that current juncture, those individual players, Eddie? Answer that question. Are you saying at that current juncture? Because at that current juncture, James Harden wasn't the Houston James Harden.
That's true too. Yeah, we didn't know what he was going to become.
Yeah, that he erupted when he left, so we didn't know what he was going to be.
As you mentioned that Transformer, I can say this looking back. I remember I said this. I said, being the guy on his own team, James Harden's going to get exposed. Boy, was I wrong. I never thought he was going to end up doing what he did. I thought he was going to get exposed.
He became an offensive assassin for like 3, 4, 5 years. Like he couldn't be stopped at the top of the key, man. It was just crazy work.
Yeah, Woody's, he did have a horrible finals in 2012. You're absolutely right, man. Absolutely right. Yeah.
Who went ghost?
Yeah.
Who was guarding? Was it Wade? No, not Wade.
Well, he was a 6 man, so it couldn't have been Wade.
You're
so I guess whoever.
He was coming off the bench.
All right, y'all, let's do it. 904-219-8264, 904-219-8264. We'll take a couple of calls on this, and then after that, we'll get to our final topic, and then we'll get up out of here and enjoy this beautiful Sunday.
We'll take Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook over SGA. At that time, no. I'll take SGA over Westbrook.
Good, y'all.
Edward, what's up, man?
Yo. So first of all, let me say this. Hey, Transformer, bro, that was mad crazy line what you just said, bro.
Oh, my God.
Hey, bro, you need some soap and water, bro.
I like to file a motion to have that stricken from the record, please.
Man, bro, I'm gonna have nightmares. Hey, I don't know what was mad crazy with that or what Bruce said when I talked to that man last night, bro. Bruce, you also said, bro, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say what you said.
You gotta say it now. We want to know.
I don't even remember. Okay. Yeah, what was it?
Bruce, you really honestly don't remember what you said,
I seriously don't, man. Go ahead, tell it, man. I really don't remember.
Bruce, oh my God.
No, tell it.
You sure about that, Bruce?
Spill the beans, sir. He gave you permission.
You already started. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. You said when we was talking about Mob D.
Yeah.
It was, and I quote, it was, and it wasn't, it hit so hard.
I did say that. I did.
Oh. Bro, I got the, okay, I'm gonna send it to B.
No, I'm admitting I said it. I said it. I did say that. That was bad.
Yeah, you put too many O's behind the head. Bro,
I did.
So hard?
Yeah. Didn't I pause that after?
Bro,
did I pause it after?
Bro, that was a big pause, but still though, man. That was dumb. That, man, bro, I'm still having nightmares. But anyway, so I agree. I mean, Bruce, yes. I mean, Bruce, I would love. Okay, if you want to say they want to make it a competition, yeah, it can go to game 6 to 7s. But in all honesty. I see it being 5. I have to agree with my brother. I see it going to game 5, man. I mean, why not if you want to close it out on your home court? So, yeah, that's what I see, man. And God dang, man, this final's gonna be from a market, man. I mean, OKC fans gonna love it, and Indiana Pacers fans they love it, but us. Are we like, yay?
Basketball fans gonna love it too. But again, I totally get what you're saying, and it sucks that this finals is not gonna get the attention that it deserves for non-basketball reasons. But that's kind of how it goes.
I mean, yeah. I mean, then plus now, Bruce. You, of course, you don't know who this is in the modern rap, but Transform. You heard of Rob 49?
Say it one more time.
You heard of Rob 49?
Rob 49.
Yeah, he got that song. What the hell? What the Halley? You ever heard that? Job?
I swear to God, I literally just heard it yesterday. That's something Bruce would probably throw a MacBook at me for something like turn that crap off. What is that trash? What the hell? I got blank. What the hell? I'm like, what?
Yeah. It's really for like Haliburton, so they're probably it got real big on TikTok. So I mean, they probably don't know who Haliburton is because it's Indiana.
What the Holly? Wow.
Yeah. What the Halley? Then what the Haliburton?
Haliburton.
What the Haliburton? Yeah, so it's gonna be. That's the only thing I say that's really exciting. Hey, it's catchy even though the song is whack.
Oh, it's trash.
I've been saying it all day. It's just the hook to it.
It's the catchiness. The catchiness of what the hell.
Yeah. And then let me rephrase that. So OKC James Harden, I understand that part. And I can't disrespect what he did in the regular season when he went to Rockets. He was bonkers when he went to the Rockets.
But you said 2012 OKC, so we have to take that James
I
Harden.
know. I had to. Yeah, so I had to rephrase that and correct myself on that. I should have left him out. I should have said individually, I would take Russell Westbrook because of the triple doubles, all that he did, and KD,
he didn't do that yet in 2012.
I know, that's what I said. But individually, I was talking about the team. Would you take 2012 OKC over this year's OKC?
Okay, so you're putting these three guys in their prime versus SGA now. Yeah. Is that what you're doing? Oh, okay. I read that wrong. I thought you were taking like those guys as in 2012, that type of player. Are you taking those? No. SGA? Okay, gotcha.
No, but as far as the team, this year's OKC, if they win it, this year's team is better than the 2012 OKC.
Obviously, yeah.
If they win, because everybody was clowning Big Perk, saying it was a hot take and all that stuff. Then I had to look at it. I'm like, at first I'm thinking about it like, damn, if they win, he ain't won. I gotta agree with him on it.
Yeah. So they won the title. That's a clear factor that plays into who's better, right? Yeah.
So also, Bruce, let me ask you: do you think that those fouls gonna be called, like what SGA be doing, gonna be called a lot?
What is it with you and SGA and the fouls, man?
Bro, I'm asking a question. This is a come on, bro. Don't up and puff at me, big bro.
I'm just asking, man. I don't know. You see,
blow your house down at me.
Look, I think SGA is going to continue to get the calls because he's an attacking type player.
Yeah,
like he's not flopping and sticking his leg out and trying to. He's attacking the rim to get the calls. So yeah, I think
he does a little bit. He does a little selling. He sells though.
I
get your point. I get your point, Bruce.
All the great ones sell. So like I get that. All the great ones have sold, but like it's not egregious.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like I know they're gonna probably end up watching that. The refs don't end up watching that at all. But when it comes to Lou Dort and Alex Caruso, even though they play real physical when it comes to their defense, and that's gonna probably put them in foul trouble. If Tyrese Haliburton and Pascal know what they're doing, they can get foul trouble. And so with that being said, also y'all agree with the Eastern Conference Finals MVP? It should have went to Pascal instead of Tyrese, right?
I'm okay with it. I expected it to be Haliburton, but I'm okay with it being Siakam. That's fine. It was almost like last year in the finals.
When Jaylen Brown got it.
Right. I thought Tatum could have gotten it, but I wasn't upset with Jaylen Brown getting it. So I think it's kind of like that.
Yeah, because I saw it when everybody thought Tyrese Haliburton was going to get it, but nah, bro. I don't see it being that way. I saw Pascal; he deserved it because he was consistent the entire race. You know what I'm saying? And then plus y'all and Bruce, like I said, you are a historic person, so you don't like the traditional point guards nowadays, but does Tyrese play like that traditional point guard, like how the John Stockton was? He was worried about getting everybody involved instead of scoring.
Not so much like a Stockton, but kind of like he's closer to like a taller Tim Hardaway, in that Tim Hardaway could score, but he could still get you 10 assists. Kevin Johnson could score, they could still get you 10 assists, right? So even though those guys were true point guards, they could still score. And I see Haliburton maybe more in that mold, not quite a Stockton or a Kidd.
Tim Hardaway? I've only really known him for crossover.
Okay, we're not going to do this. Just go.
Sorry, bro.
Go study Tim Hardaway, Edward. Go Tim Hardaway Sr., of course.
Yeah, I know, Bruce. But I mean, hey, he had that boom boom and going to the cup. That was it.
Yeah, no, that wasn't it, but okay.
All right, y'all, man. That's all I wanted.
Edward love messing with me. Pause. This dude always, man.
Bro, come on, Bruce, man. You need to chill, man. Bruce, you need to chill. Man, hey, man. All right, bro. You ain't getting no water. All right, bro.
No water.
All right, brother. Have a great one, man. Thank you for the call.
No chips for you. No dip for you. No champagne. No, right? You don't remember that part?
Oh, no.
Cameron, when he was taking the food away? No champagne. No.
Oh, I'm like, what is he doing? Okay. We're good now. We're good. All right. Okay, we're good. What about Penny because of his size? Okay, yeah, great one, Chief. Yep. Okay, we can do that.